So definitely a lot going on in the IndyCar world today. We have the Indianapolis 500 getting postponed, which was inevitable, it seemed like. The Grand Prix of Indianapolis is changing. Mid-Ohio, Portland, I believe Gateway is being rescheduled, like week differences. And the Detroit doubleheader is now our season opener. And we are going to be getting the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg back. That was unexpected. But what do we make out of all this? What's up, guys? Race Nation TV here. Welcome to the channel. I bet you've noticed my awesome Braden Eves hat that I'm sporting today. To find out how to win one yourself and a t-shirt, stay tuned to David and Landon and I's YouTube and other social media platforms, and Instagram and Twitter, to find out how you can win one yourself. Now let's talk about this. So we have the Grand Prix being moved to July 4th. That's going to be a doubleheader with NASCAR and the Brickyard 400. We have Mid-Ohio being moved a week earlier, which is fine with me, because I feel like Mid-Ohio, it was later in the year than it used to be anyways. So it's kind of back in the date that it always has been, so that's fine. We're going to get a Wednesday to Fast Friday practice week before qualifying weekend. We're going to have a weekend for qualifying still. The Saturday and Sunday event, and we're not going to be getting that Monday practice so far from what I've read, and then we're going to be having a Thursday hot pit practice session, as well as Indy Lights qualifying and I believe practice. Nothing yet on the Carb Night Classic that I've heard. I do want to find out more about that. And then we have Carb Day, which sounds like it's going to be expanded to be longer than the normal length. I believe it like an hour. Usually it's probably going to be a bit longer to give the teams a bit more preparation. Concerts for the 500 weekend, not like anyone cares, are being canceled. So it's probably why Carb Day, voice crack, is going to be a bit longer, because Carb Day's, probably going to have more time without the concert. I'm not going to call it stupid. I'm not going to be a Rob Miller or a Boomer on you, but we lost, who did we lose? We lost Rio Speedwagon and Styx, and we lost Luke Bryan and Martin Garrix. We lost Rio Speedwagon. Yeah, I didn't even know they were still making music. We're still going to have the Freedom 100. We're still going to have the full field autograph session and public drivers meeting on Legends Day. And race day will go on as normal, but in August. So we still have the month of May, but in August. Maybe a couple days less without the GP, but we still have the month of May and August. It definitely feels weird. We would love to have it in May. I think we all wanted to have it in May. If you're an Indy 500 fan, maybe I can strike a chord with you guys here. As Indy 500 fans, to understand this, we all wake up every day thinking about what it's going to be like when we wake up for the 500 in May, or when we wake up and it's May in general. When we get to wake up and go to the Speedway. This hurts because we went from being 60 days out or 59 days out to 150. That's why it hurts, okay? So just to put a little positivity on this, think about this. I want you guys to think about this real quick before I get into the rest of the schedule. Once it becomes, July, August gets closer, it's not gonna hurt as bad. It's not. And once August happens, we get into practice days, we're going to forget it's August. This isn't the end of the world. Okay, we're still going to have an Indy 500. And then think about it, once this Indy 500 is over, once we leave the track that Sunday, there's going to be less days to the next 500 than there would have been if it would have been in May. So think about it. This hurts now. This sucks right now. This is probably one of the worst days, the worst news I've heard out of all of this. And I was at St. Petersburg. I was at a race that I had to leave and come home. And the Indy 500 being postponed is probably the worst out of all of it. This sucks. This is not good. I want it to be in May. I want the 500 to be 59 days away so bad. We were getting so close, but it had to happen. This had to happen. It was inevitable. We're here. Okay. Once we get closer, we still have a good racing. We're gonna kick off the Duel of Detroit. Hopefully, we're going to kick off the Duel of Detroit. Knock on wood. I have a wooden simulator. Hopefully, we can get going. We're going to have a bunch of awesome races. We're going to be at a bunch of awesome races to bring you guys content. It's going to be awesome, okay? we just got to get through these next couple months. We got to get through April. We got to get through May. You know, it's fishing season. we can do stuff. We're still going to be making content. Racing's not gone. It's just not happening right now. So we'll be fine. Now, NASCAR and IndyCar have been working on a doubleheader for a long time. And so the July 4th event, being the Grand Prix of Indianapolis, is something that probably should have been happening before this all happened. Probably, because they're already going to have the road course out for the Xfinity Series, right? This just makes sense. It just makes more sense. It really does. Honestly, on a personal level, kind of going off topic a little bit, I'm really wondering how this is going to affect the Battle of the Brickyard. If you've seen David's videos, nice. I just want to put that out there. I really wonder how that's going to affect this. But moving on. Mid-Ohio, again, going back to its normal date. The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 at Worldwide Technology Raceway will be happening August 30th. So Mid-Ohio is going to be the 9th, and it's going to be August 30th. So we're going to have Mid-Ohio, the Indianapolis 500, and then Gateway. And so now we get to the other big news around the 500. The Grand Prix of St. Petersburg is coming back in 2020. We might actually have a St. Petersburg Grand Prix in 2020 as the finale, which is kind of weird to me. Now listen to this. So when Long Beach got postponed, which is the original was, Long Beach wanted to look into rescheduling, and Mark Miles immediately said, it ain't going to happen. What it was being rumored as was Long Beach was going to be the season finale. Kind of like St. Pete's being, rumored as. And it's not even like a rumor. It's on the schedules. It is St. Petersburg put it on their Instagram. When IndyCar released the table of races, I've probably already shown in the video, St. Pete was on there as TBA. It's not like some rumor that some journalists found out or people are putting out there. This is a thing the series is telling us that, hey, this is probably going to happen, and this is going to happen. So we have St. Petersburg as the season finale instead of Laguna Seca. And it's kind of weird. Like I said, Long Beach. Why wasn't this Long Beach? Why was this? This had to have been why Mark Miles said no right away. He was probably already talking about this to the mayor of St. Pete and and Green Savory. They were probably already discussing this. Now, I'm going to be critical of this because the GP of Long Beach is it's the second crown jewel of IndyCar racing. How we can go about rescheduling St. Petersburg, which I love. I will say this right now. I want to go back right now. I want to reschedule the same exact Airbnb that I had for St. Petersburg. I want to stay there. I want to go back to the GP of St. Pete Media Center. I want to sit in the same spots, and I want to cover that damn race. That being said, Long Beach should have been the race. Long Beach probably should have been the finale. Okay, that is the second crown jewel race of IndyCar right now, and we're going to St. Petersburg. I love St. Petersburg. It's a great track. Love the area. It was that's why I was so devastated. It's such a great place, But Long Beach, man, what? It's like I said, second crown jewel race. It's a big deal. It's a big deal, and this had to have been why that Mark Miles immediately said no, and Long Beach wanted to reschedule. We could have had another IMSA race too. IMSA could have gone back in later in the year, maybe. Probably not, actually, because we got Sebring and Petit. And Le Mans in September, which is something I have yet to talk about on this channel, but not today. I went and got something. I want to show you guys without showing the barcode. All right, whatever, I'll just show you this. This is my ticket. This is the 500 ticket with May 24th, 2020 on it. Again, another relic from these things. I have that's my St. Pete media credential, and I have this now. 2 relics of events that are not going on as the date on the print shows. These are rough times. Like I said in the video before this, do what you can to help out others. This is a time we need to be helping each other. I hate to hear this. I hate to say it. I hate to think it. But there's more important things going on in the world than motorsports. I hate that. Nothing in my world is more important than motorsports. But you have to kind of look around and realize that, hey, That's not sports aren't the only thing that matters anymore. Maybe it's a wake-up call. But yeah, this is the time we need to be helping others. We need to be, we need to be doing everything we can to stop this, because think about it, this sucks right now, but the more you do now, the less this is going to affect the rest of the year, and the more people that do not cooperate or do not, whether you think it's the electric boogaloo coming after us or what, the more time that we spend to take precautionary measures, we can, lessen the time that this impacts our lives. So with that being said, outdoor activities, I'm in an area where all essential work and stuff can't shut down. If you can get outside, go fishing, outdoor activities are not canceled. If you have some land, you can go take a walk. If you live in the city, I fully advise you to, take a drive, leave the city, because when you get out to places like where I live, kind of in the middle of nowhere, you realize that the world is, in fact, still turning. So that has been Race Nation TV. Kind of a brief episode. I feel like I jumbled around a little bit, but if I did, I apologize. But there's a lot to be said, a lot going on right now, and I'm going to be continuing to make content for you. This is kind of a random upload to talk about news. But I'm working on another historical Indy 500 video. Check out the one that I made before this, and yeah, please subscribe. Helps me out a ton. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you think of these changes, and whether you will be at the 104th Indianapolis 500. And I will see you in the next one.